All right. So yeah, we're gonna go over some more of the alphabet, and then we're gonna go. I think I'll just do the reclaiming domains first, the slideshow, and we'll do the alphabet, and then we're gonna do our first domain today, which will be the sync. Okay. So last week talked about the different projects and the journal. So this week we're going to go over reclaiming domains a little more. So yeah, if you got the journal ready, write down the domains in the journal. Start listing activities that you do every day that you want to reclaim. So just, things you could think about for the future. So washing your hands, putting on your clothes, making coffee. All our domains in this is going to be in the bathroom in this class because yeah, it's easier to just focus on one thing at a time. But it's always good to brainstorm stuff you'd like to do. These should be ones that you want to do. And have them contained in an area you want to make your language nest. So again, we're going to start out with the bathroom. Eventually we can, move on to something like the kitchen, maybe. Post the phrases where you are going to use them. Read them when you do your domain until you have them memorized. Reclaim this domain for your language. Doing this connects the language to your environment. Give these activities back to the language. So is self-narration normal? It can be, because that's what we're going to do with the domains is, you're self-narrating these steps. So it can be argued that this is not natural speech, and yet it is an excellent exercise in teaching self-awareness and brings our mental focus to the moment. Self-narration can also support the virtue of having a good mind. Is it normal? Maybe not for most of us, but it is an interesting exercise that promotes language use and cultural awareness. So these are some Lashute example sentences. So yeah, don't worry about having to read that. We have our own, our own writing system that's also difficult at first. We got all these symbols and stuff like they do, but so yeah, this would be like I take the soap, I turn on the water, I wash my hands, etc. Making coffee, I take the coffee pot, I pour the water into the coffee pot, I put the coffee pot in the coffee maker. Making a salad, I'm cutting up vegetables. Vegetables are good. Vegetables are strong, healthy, joyful, whatever, etc. So language and culture. One could argue that making coffee or salad are not traditional activities, but the view that food is medicine is valued in many cultures. Having a good mind while preparing food can be very important. Therefore, one could suggest that the use of language while doing these activities involves a very strong cultural component. One could also suggest that since language is culture, anything we do in the language is culture. Again, our primary focus is to get as many people, our primary focus is to get many people to increase their language use in as many language functions as possible. Okay, Letty has to go check on her kiddo. No worries. Okay, so we start with easy, actionable steps. Notice self-narration of these examples involves activities where we generally have control of our lives. Much of our days involve interaction in our environments where we have little or no control. So yeah, if you are, at an office for work or whatever, you don't really have control over the language you speak. Like you're probably going to have to speak English or whatever language people around you are speaking. So start with small, easy situations that are not overwhelming. When we start with easy situations where we have control, we are able to achieve language use in actionable steps. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. for the reclaiming domains. So any questions or comments or anything on that?
I think it's pretty cool that the guy who I guess created this program or whatnot is Lashutzi, up because I'm up here where they speak Lashutzi.
Yeah. So you get to be in that area. Have you seen any of that language around or heard it or?
Well, so in attending tribal college, it's very normal for when people come into class to introduce themselves or, say whatever, good morning or even goodbye or, whatever they're saying in their language. So that's a common practice, but also like with different presentations that I've seen, people will, use the language and not all the people are like Salish or Coast Salish or whatever, but you know, it's more predominant around here where I am. So yeah, they'll use the language to identify various cultural values or different things that they're presenting on, but using the language. So it's pretty cool. I was just thinking about.
Okay, yeah, well, that's awesome. So yeah, I wonder how many of those people have taken a class like this, or like an offshoot of a class like this, or something. Because from what I've heard, is like it's like really kind of spread out into different communities.
Right. So in this area, there are so many like Lashutsi is like one of it is the predominant language of the Pacific Northwest region of Washington
Hmm.
in particular. And so like most and down into Oregon actually. So most of the tribes speak that base language. And so like I'm north of like Tulalip, but I know they have a big, language program going on down there, and all the different reservations have variations of the language, but they're pretty strong, in comparison to, I mean, they just have a good network, I guess, and
Yeah.
resources to share. So yeah, it's really cool to see. And so like maybe even someone from down at Tulalip talking to someone from up here, where I'm at, they still speak the same language, even though they're not enrolled in the same tribe. So they're interacting and sharing resources.
Okay, that's cool. And yeah, like you mentioned, like having a big network, and that's kind of, I think that's like really important, because if you have a network of people who are all speaking, then that just fosters more growth of the language. So like hopefully this is kind of the beginnings of something like that for Pitt River. um all right, so yeah, let's do some more of the alphabet. I believe we left off on this last time. um And so, yeah, next we got the glottalized version of MNLWY. So if you remember from up here, um, it's like combining a glottal stop with the letter. Um, so for glottalized or glottal MNLWY, it's similar, but I think these are probably a little bit easier to pronounce than glottal PTCKQ. Um, so glottal M would sound like ma. If I did the same, I should have wrote those the same uh, like syllables. Ma, na, la, wa, yeah. So it's kind of like you can hear kind of a glottal stop right as I'm about to say the letter. So like ma, ma, and then na, na, and la, la, and then wa, wa, and then ya, ya. And you can kind of hear my voice getting like a little bit creaky too. So here, I'll say these example words here. So this is da muchja. So as opposed to saying, if it was just a plain M, it'd be da muchja. So da muchja. So you got a comment. Oh, okay. Mercy's still heading home. No worries. And then this second word here would be ill. So instead of ill, can kind of hear that it just stops ill. Then here we have two glottal ends. So we have be ni ne, as opposed to be ni ne. That would be a plain end. So be ni ne. And then here we have a plain W and a glottal W, right? So this is wa. So if this was a plain W, it would just be wa, but it's wa. And then, so here's a glottal Y. So this is skoit. So the OY kind of makes a oi sound. So if it was a plain Y, it would just be skoy, but it's skoit. If you can hear the difference. All right, so I'll have you guys try saying these. So Tawea da muchja.
Ta mukcha.
Da muchja.
Da mukcha.
So this I don't know if you remember, but the C is not a k sound.
Okay.
It's da muchja.
Da muchcha.
There you go.
Ja.
Tus.
Ja. Okay.
Tusi. Tusi.
Ja.
All right. And Kenwa da muchja.
Da muchja.
Ah, tus. And Letty da muchja.
Da muchja.
Yeah, tus. And Mercy, if you can, da muchja.
Da mucha.
Almost. So it's a glottalized M. So you have like a glottal stop like right before the M. So da muchja.
Da. Oh wait. Da mucha.
So let's see. So just to say dot.
Da.
Okay. Say what?
What?
Okay. So you notice how you didn't pronounce the T there? You didn't say what, you just said what? Do you hear the
Sorry,
difference?
it's just hard. I think it's because I'm in the car, so it's hard to hear a little bit. But if you say it again, I'll probably be able to get it.
Okay. Sure, I'll try one more time. So da muchja.
Da mucha. It's just the end part that's kind of, I don't know, hard for me.
Okay. I think you can say it. You've said it before, or like, yeah, you've gotten that sound down before. Okay. So just do you remember the glottal stop?
Yeah, I remember going over that.
Okay. So it's like there's just imagine there's a glottal stop. Where am I? Glottal stop before the M. Da mucha.
Da mucha.
Okay, better. Yeah, you're on the right track.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. Okay. So Toea, il,
Dilt.
e,
Oh.
Toos. Kenwa, il,
Il,
e, and Letty, il,
Il.
e, and Mercy, il,
Il.
e. All right, that was pretty easy. Okay, then we have beat neat ne, beat neat ne, Toea.
Pete, neat, nay.
Yeah, it's good. Toos. And Kenwa, beat neat ne,
Ni, ni, ne.
Toos. And Letty, beat neat ne,
P-E-Net.
Toos. And Mercy, beat neat ne,
P. Ni. Ne.
Toos. All right. And then here we have wa wa, Toea, wa wa,
What?
Toos. And Kenwa, wa wa,
Wa, wa.
e. And Letty, wa wa,
What?
e. And Mercy, wa wa,
Wa.
e. Tush. All right. And then here we have Skoit. Toea, Skoit. Sorry, one more time.
Squoit.
E. Kenwa, Skoit.
Squoit.
E. And Letty, Skoit.
Boy.
E. And Mercy, Skoit.
Skoy.
E. Tush. All right. Not too bad. Easier than these ones, right? Little kind of sort of.
So I have a question in regard to like how the tonal fluctuation goes up. So is this like all part of that? Like how like rather than just saying wah wah, like wah, wah, like that up and down?
So as far as I know, it's not like directly connected to that. I mean, we because it can be, you know, like here this word is low tone. And then this word, yeah, I mean these ones, this is all high tone. This is a low tone and then a high tone. That's high tone. That's low tone, high tone, low tone. I mean, there could be a pattern with that, but I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah.
I was just thinking like I can't so for me like hearing my grandma speak or different relatives speak and hearing that tonal fluctuation, I guess, and then like different I guess classes with Bruce or whatever and him talking about like if it's flat and it's supposed to be a high tone, then the word's not right. So that's just why I was wondering.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you do have to pay attention to the tones. Yeah, I don't know if the glottalization is directly related to that or has to do with that, because you do see like high tones and low tones with the glottal letters. So I don't know, hard to say. It could be, but you know, like I said, you'd have to like you know, like try to find a pattern with that. At least like that's how linguists do it, is they like look for patterns in order to kind of like find the, the rules of the language. So yeah, you could be onto something, but I'm not qualified to say. um, um, so okay, next bullet point, we have S and H. These are pretty straightforward. It's S and just like English, except for S can also sound like sh, like a SH would in English. It's just there isn't really a distinction between S and sh in Pit River. Just kind of most words tend to be pronounced more with a S sound, at least from what I've noticed. And then some words can kind of go back and forth for whatever reason. So like here we have us for water, us, huck. So two is huck. And then person or Indian or people is is. But I've kind of heard it also sound a little more like ish. And it's you guys know who Ishi is, right? So Ishi is the Yana version of Is.
It's my dog's name.
Oh, nice. All right. So yeah, you named your dog person.
I did. I used to live in Chico, and we
Oh,
go out there all the time.
oh, okay, cool. Right on. I used to live in Chico too. Okay, so yeah, oh yeah. And then the reason I wanted to see, where is that? Right here. Oh, I guess we haven't covered that word up yet. Never mind. So yeah, I'll just have you guys say these example words. So Toya, us.
Us.
Good. And Kenwa, us.
Us.
And Letty, us.
Us.
Yep. And Mercy, us.
Us.
E. All right. And then Toea, huck.
Huck.
Mm-hmm. And Kenwa, huck.
Huck.
Yep. And Letty, huck.
Huck.
He. And Mercy, huck.
Huck.
Yep. And Toea, is.
Is.
Mm-hmm. And Kenwa, is.
East.
And Letty, is.
East.
Yep. And Mercy, is.
East.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've heard this kind of be like is or is. That. Yeah. So however your elder says it. All right. And then we also have the glottal versions of this. So the glottal S it's kind of the same thing. So like this would be like DC. DC. This word right here, DC. That's like to say. And then the glottal H is a little different. So regular H is like, and the glottal H is like, so it's kind of that like, if you're whispering really loud, like that. Yes. Yeah. So like I think people kind of overthink this one a lot, and they'll make a sound, but it's not a sound. It's just like, yeah, you're whispering loudly like in the back of your throat. And so I guess it's kind of hard to put it in the middle of a word, but So yeah, this example word is dehumi, dehumi. So you can kind of, you know, I think, you know, if you can hear the difference, like a regular H would be dehumi, but this is dehumi. Get that a little bit, dehumi. Okay, so I'll have you guys say these. So Tuea, dehumi.
Dahomey.
Okay, yep, pretty good. And Kenwa, dehumi.
The Humi.
Okay, pretty good. Might need a little more of the.
The Hum. Wait, say it again.
Dehumi.
The Hum. No, I'm trying to get it in the back of my throat. The Humi. The Humi. 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 No, I don't know. The Humi.
Yeah, that was a little better. Yeah. Good. Who's Letty, dehumi.
Tahumi.
Sorry, one more time.
Tahumi.
Okay. Well, yeah, on the right track. Mercy, dehumi.
Dahumi.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. All right, and then this one is DC. DC. Toea.
DC.
Mm-hmm. And Kenwa, DC.
DC.
And Letty, DC.
DC.
And Mercy, DC.
DC.
So yeah, it's that kind of the glottal stop kind of tends to go like after the S, like DC, DC. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll be it on the alphabet for today. So any questions or comments or anything on these? Nope. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna do our first domain this week. So remember to print this out and hang it on your bathroom wall. Or if you don't have a printer, then you could write it out. And yeah, just remember if you want, I can print all these out and mail them to you. So just let me know if you need that. Okay. So our first domain is just using the sync. So Dijapsajit, that's how you pronounce it. Dijapsajit. So this first one is Dijapsajit Tianui. That means this is a sync. So Toea, Dijapsajit Tianui.
The jock saw it. Tianawi.
So Dijapsajit.
The jock saw it.
I'm not hearing kind of so the C, it sounds like a J.
Ja.
So Dijapsajit.
The jock saw it.
I'm hearing what I'm hearing is
Could you go through everybody and then do me last so I can
Sure.
start hearing everybody how they're saying it?
sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I just go by the order of like how you guys are on my screen. But I could do the reverse, whatever.
Oh no, it's okay. It's just with this. It's.
You want me to
I'm
come
just.
back to you?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All right. Kenwa Dijapsajit Tianui.
Dijapsajit Tianui.
Yeah. You think I did jop, or did you say did dop?
Oh, maybe I said Dijapsajit Tianui.
Tus. And Letty Dijapsajit Tianui.
Dijap Sajit Tianui. I'm
Yeah,
messing
pretty
that
good.
up.
Pretty close. Just remember to pronounce the T on the end. Good. Mercy Dijapsajit Tianui.
The Ja Sat Tit Tianui.
Uh,
That was
Close.
kind of rough.
But you got the second word perfectly. So the first word is Dijapsajit.
The Ja Sat Jit
He
Tianui.
Tus. All right. Tuea, you want to give it another try?
Dijap Sajit Tianui.
There you
Does that-
go. He. All right, and then us Tianui. You want to give that a try, Tuea? Us Tianui.
Tianui.
Ooh.
Us Tianui.
He. And Kenwa, us Tianui.
Us, Tiana, we.
He. And Letty, us Tianui.
Us Tianui.
He. And Mercy, us Tianui.
Us Tianui.
He. All right. Okay, so a little bit longer. So this is Sajalakji ka as dejuke. So Sajalakji is like, I'm turning something. And then the water, right? Ka as is the water. And then dejuke is kind of like the thing it flows out of, is basically what it's saying. So you could say like faucet, right? But it's literally saying it's the thing it flows out of. So sajalakji. This first word is sajalakji. Kaas. Dejuke. All right, Tawei, you want to give that a try?
Sajalakji. Taus. Tajukde.
Okay, first word, awesome. So kaas.
Ga us.
Dejuke.
Tajuk. Tajuk.
Did
Day.
Dejuke.
Tajuke.
There you go. Dejuke.
Taju. Okay. Taju.
Did you? Yeah. So the T right here is more of a D, like a hard D sound. Kenwa sajalakji ka as dejuke.
Sa, Jalakji got us. Did you, okay?
And Letty sajalakji ka as dejuke.
Sajalaki Gas Tajuke.
Could you say the first word one more time?
Sajalaki.
Sajalakji.
Sajalakji Gas Tajuke.
Tus. Mercy sajalakji ka as dejuke.
Sajalakti Us Che Jaluk. Wait, I forgot the end part.
Good start. It's a good start. So sajalakji
Sajalakji
and then gaas
got us.
dejuke dejuke.
Dejuke.
He.
That was a hard one. But Mom, you killed it.
Yeah, it was good. All right. Okay. And then so that's I'm turning on the water faucet. And then this word, if you notice, it's the same as this word, except for there's this scout in the middle of it. Right? So if I I take that out, it's the same. Sajalakji. But then I'm adding this scout. So the scout means like you're blocking something. So, okay, somebody's highlighting it. It's like, what the heck? No, you're good. You're good. I was just confused for a second.
Sorry, I take the pages and I put them in my own, and then I write down how they sound. So when I
Oh.
look at them,
Okay. So yeah, so this is Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us. Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us. So yeah, you just add that scout in the middle of Saja Lakji. Saja Scout Lakji. Toea Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us.
Saja Scout Lakji. What was the last part?
Ga Us.
Got us.
Mm-hmm.
Saja Scout Lakji got us.
He Tus. Kenwa Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us.
Saja Scout Lakji got us.
E. And Letty, Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us.
Saja Skalakji got us.
Okay, pretty good. Yeah, Saja Scout Lakji. Got that.
Lakji.
E. Tus. And Mercy, Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us.
Can you say it one more time? For some reason, my brain is just scrambled right now. Like I'm trying so hard.
No worries. Yeah, I'll say it one more time. Don't be too hard on yourself. This is you know,
Yeah, thank you. I'm just gonna, ask questions because that helps
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, go ahead, ask questions. All right. So yeah, Saja Scout. Can you say that? Saja Scout.
Saja Scout Jalakti.
Ooh, almost. So Saja Scout Lakji.
Saja Scout Lakji.
Yep. And then Ga Us.
Dot Gus. Is it
Ga-
like Gus at the
No,
end?
so it's Ga is the, right?
Ga.
Ga,
Oh, yeah.
and then Us is water.
Okay. Okay. Say it one more time and I'll try to put it together, hopefully.
Okay. So Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us.
Saja Scout Lakji got us.
Hey.
Yay.
Oops, yeah. Good stuff. All right. So and yeah, and that was, I'm turning off the water. It's like I blocked the flow of water basically. All right, so next is Astak Yui Gabi Ga Us. So Astak is hot. Yui it is, and then literally translated, that's the water. Yeah, so I guess that's how you would say that. You say the a lot, the or you say the ga is in, it's just they just put it in there a lot. So astak yui gabi ga us. Astak yui gabi ga us. Toea.
A stuck Yui Gabi got us.
He and Kenwa astak yui gabi ga us.
Astak Yui Gabi got us.
He tus and Letty astak yui gabi ga us.
A stuck Yui Gabi got us.
He and Mercy astak yui gabi ga us.
Abstract got us.
Close. So stuck,
Up stuck. We.
Yui. It's a Y on the front. Yui.
Oh, we.
And then gabi.
Ga. Did you say like D?
B.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ga. B.
And then got us.
Got us.
There you go. Yep.
I need to try that again.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay. You can say it one more time, please.
Okay. So stuck. Yui. Gabi. Got us.
Up stuck. We. Gabi got us.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
Good.
know. It's kind of. I know I'm like not hitting the little sounds that is, I know, important. So I don't know what's.
Yeah. It
Thank
takes.
you.
It takes time and just practice. Just doing it over and over again. So that's
It's
why.
repetition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. No problem. And yeah. So it's like that's why you're gonna have this posted on your bathroom wall, and then it's also why I have the sound cloud, so you can just listen to it as you're reading it, and then you can start to connect the sounds with the symbols, and then when you're saying it, it'll all eventually come together.
Yeah, it'll feel like more natural. That's what
Yeah.
I feel like, because the other ones I ended up getting down, it feels, now that I have the other ones down, it feels more natural.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So you're already starting on that process, so it's good. Okay, so yeah, this is hot water, and then next we have sajalakji ka astaki as tejuke. This is probably the longest sentence. So from earlier, from sentence 3 up here, we have sajalakji, so the same word, sajalakji, and then ka the astaki as. So hot water, astaki us. So it's here we have astak, so that's like hot, and then yui, it is, so it is hot, and then astaki us. So you notice it changes from astak to astaki. That's because it's describing the water. So astaki us. And then dejuke, so that's the same from number 3, right? The faucet where it flows out of. So sajalakji ka astaki as dejuke. I turn on the hot water faucet. Tawea sajalakji ka astaki as dejuke.
I got the first one. Sajalakji. Sajalakji. Ga. That's it. I'm lost.
Okay, let's get start. So astaki
Astaki.
us
Us.
dejuke.
Dejuke.
Yep. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I see it, but I'm like, Letty, I have, like, when you're saying it, I have to write it down, and then that's how I say it. So that's why I'm like, I'm looking at the screen, but then I have my paper that I printed out that I'm writing down. Yeah.
Okay. So
How I put it
doing that,
down.
that's fine to start out, I think, especially if it helps you with pronunciation, but eventually you don't want to rely on that forever, because you do want to be able to read it from this writing. So hopefully with me showing you guys the alphabet and stuff, hopefully that helps catch on. Because like, I don't know, like, what do you guys write for Q in because you don't have that sound in English.
What did we use for Q?
Yeah, what do you for the stock beat?
See, that's why I'm getting a hard time, because I can't write it write it down. All the other ones, they were easy to write down for me, but then this is where I kind of get stuck because the Q.
Right. That's why we have like this alphabet, because we don't have that sound in English. So it's fine. Just you have to know, like when you kind of do your own writing or your own spelling for things, you have to know what the, like how to, you know, signify for that sound that not in English. So
You need an ABC song.
an AV, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Mercy has to go. She has
Yeah,
something right at one.
won't be like this. Hopefully, every time. Just in my internship right now, I have to present for a wellness class, so I have to dip out. But thank you
Okay.
so much, Connor, for your patience and helping me out. And I hope everyone has a good day.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for
Love you,
coming.
man. Love you.
Bien macho.
Love you. I gotta go as well. My class starts in like a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Me
Dang, I
too.
was trying to. No worries. You know, this is recorded, so you can come watch the end of it. Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out just till the end.
Okay. Okay. I'll try to
this
get through
page.
this. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Kenwa. Sajalak jiga astaki as ichuke.
Okay, the only part I have the problem with this is Q, I think, but Sajalakji ga sta astajuki.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. You know,
Say
this
that word again. Stop.
astaki.
Astaki. Yes.
Is it from the back?
Yeah, the Q is the the yeah, so it makes the E sound kind of funny, but you're still trying to say E, but then you just have the Q in front of it. It's astaki.
Astagi. Okay. Sajalakji ga astagi astajuki.
Okay, pretty good, pretty good.
Hear my masculine voice come out in that.
Yeah, astaki. Awesome. Letty Sajalakji ga astaki astajuke.
Sajalakji ga astagi astajuki.
Pretty good. Tajuke.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right,
this-
guys.
okay,
Sorry.
no worries.
All right. Bye,
Bien
guys.
macho. So yeah, this the the ending is important because if it ends with then that means it's a thing, like it's a noun. And then usually like here you see G, so that means it's like it's a verb, it's something that you're doing. So yeah.
That sounds like juke.
Yeah. Did you okay?
Okay.
So yeah, I turn on the hot water faucet, and then I'm turning off the hot water, or I'm blocking the hot water, right? So it's the same word from number 4, right? Saja scout lakji ga astaki as. Saja scout lakji ga astaki as. Tuea.
Are we doing the same one over again? What were we doing?
Number 7. I was just saying, pointing out it's the same. This word is the same as number 4.
Yes.
So Saja scout lakji ga astaki as.
Staki. Okay, I'm getting okay. So I have Sajas Scout Lock G got us.
Ga
And then
astaki as. Huh?
I'm missing that middle part. Got us, and then what goes after that?
Ga astaki as.
Staki,
Astaki. Yeah.
Staki us.
There you
Da
go.
juke.
That was from number wait, did I skip one? No, that was number 6. It has number 6 is Sajalakji Astaki Astajuke. So that's I turned,
Oh, okay. I'm on the wrong one. Okay.
yeah. So then number 7 is Saja Scout Lakji Ga Astaki As. So I'm turn off the hot water.
Da
Mhm.
cute us.
Yeah.
Saji Lakji got us. Da cute us.
So Saja Scout Lakji.
Lakji.
Saja Scout Lakji.
Saja Scout Lakji.
Mhm. Then Ga
Ga
Astaki
Astaki
Us.
us.
Yeah.
Okay. Us. Us.
So Saja Scout. Go ahead and say the sentence.
Okay.
Saja
Saji Scout Lakji got us. Stake us.
Astaki Us.
Astaki us.
There you go. And Kenwa Saja Scout Lakji Ga Astaki Us.
Saja Scout Lakji got us. Saja ski us.
Astaki Us.
Asta ski. Asta ski. I can't do that sound.
You're close.
Ski us.
Yeah.
Asta ski us.
He
I have to go late for class, but
Okay.
listen to the recording. And these the sound file is online as well.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Sati.
Mahena macho. All right. Okay. Well, I can finish up with you with the
Okay.
last 3.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, cool. Okay, so that's number 7. I block the hot water, I turn off the hot water. So now we're on number 8. So this is asche yui. So asche is cold. Asche yui gabi ga as.
Gabi. Das. Ashe Yui Gabi Das.
He. Good. Yes. All right. And then next we have Saja Lakji Ga Asche As Dejuke. So it's the same. Go ahead. Good.
Saja Lakji Ga Us.
Asche
J
As.
Us. J
Ga
Us.
So
Da-
asche is one word, right? Asche.
Ashe.
Yeah, there you go.
Astaa.
Saja Lakji Ga Asche As Dejuke.
Dejuke. Saja Lakji Ga Us. J Us. Dejuke.
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 Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. All right. And then, so that's, I turn on the cold water faucet. And then we have Saja Scout Lakji Ga Asche As, which is I turn off the cold water. I block the cold water. Saja Scout. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Say it again. Sorry.
Saja Scout Lakji Ga Asche As.
Saja Scout Lakji Ga Us J Us.
Okay. Yeah, pretty good. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can kind of notice the pattern, right? So it's just
Mhm.
like I turn on the water, I turn off the water, and then this is hot water, turn on the hot water, block the hot water. This is cold water, turn on the cold water, I block the cold water. Yeah. So, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, any questions on this one?
No, it's going to be some practicing. All the other words that you've given us, they were, they were kind of like easy a little bit, but this is you're really using they're longer words, so it's just
Yeah.
it's actually a sentence. That's why I think it's kind of a little bit difficult. So I'm just going to really have to be practicing on this one because the other were just words.
Mhm.
I mean,
So
like
like short phrases.
yes,
Yeah.
and these are just straight sentences. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah,
just
so you're actually stringing together a few words or more than a few words at a time or some longer words. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that's why we do it so that as you use the sink probably on a daily basis, so then you just get more practice just trying to make those sounds. And then also you're connecting what you're doing, your movement of your hands and stuff to the words so that way you're getting more of the meaning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my son, he's picking it up pretty quick and saying the words pretty easily. So I'm like,
Good.
okay.
Good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun to see. And then yeah, I mean that's exactly what we want, everybody to do, especially if they have kids or, stay living with people is like, try to get them to pick it up too. So
So in the Mono language, we have kabush. So we always say kabush. Yeah, use your kabush. You're using your kabush. How do we say that in Pit River?
what's kabush?
Is head.
Oh,
Like,
head. Oh,
use your
head.
noggin. So this
Yeah.
morning, my mom was like, "Oh, you're using your kabush," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And then she's like, "How do you say that in Pit River?"
So that's la.
La.
La. You have to, it's a glottal H, right? So yeah, la. La.
La.
Yeah, that's head. La.
Okay. La.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because we know some words in Mono and we just kind of use just like, oh, you're using your kabush, like stuff like that.